Mew Mew. In high school, the stakes got higher. There were more bullies who'd trick him, but the biggest threat was the hotties trying to charm him. Thankfully, my boyfriend Justin was 100% genuine. He was handsome and the best basketball player. Harrison is totally gonna get his butt whooped.
And you're going to follow him around with a baseball bat beating up anyone who tries?
I wish. I have my own stuff going on too, but maybe if you could.
Nuh-uh, no way. You can hire someone like Nathan. It's not like you don't have the cash for it. I was kidding, Lucy.
I sprinted off looking for Nathan. Oh, meet Nathan, the editor of our school paper. He's your typical dork, but don't underestimate him. This guy knows his work best. I remember in middle school, someone was smearing boogers on all the walls, and it turned out it was our cruelest teacher, Mr. Wobblebottom, and Nathan caught him in the act.
Say cheese!
So that meant if I wanted the inside scoop on any girls digging their claws into Harrison, he was the guy to ask. But when I went to the school newspaper office to find him, I didn't see him. I saw this muscled blonde guy with a nose piercing. Then I realized that it was Nathan. Wow, talk about a glow up. Puberty did him wonders.
If it isn't the Queen Bee, what are you doing here?
I wanted you to keep me updated on any girls getting close to Harrison, and I'm willing to pay anything. I slid an envelope bursting with cash across the table, but Nathan just laughed.
An info for an info. Tell me more about Justin.
Justin, why?
Guys want to be him, girls want to be with him, so you feed me the info on his lifestyle, and I'll help spy on your little brother. Deal?
I wanted to smack Nathan so bad, but now I'm stuck. Spilling the tea about Justin isn't a big deal, and it might even get him more fans. For the next month, I got the inside track on any girls who had their eyes on Harrison and shut him down early. And all I had to do was listen to Justin a bit more when he started gushing about his new protein powder or whatever. But things got messy when the first article on Justin came out.
Gains come my ways.
He stopped me at my locker and shoved his phone in my face.
Do you know anything about this?
Your special no-carb meal plan?
In the school paper. How'd they find out about that? I eat my lunch in the gym storeroom just to keep it a secret. Only 2 people know about it. My trainer and you.
Don't get so worked up. It's just a diet.
Meal plan. This is what determines if you're Olympic level or a local league scrub. You just don't get it. You never did.
He stormed off, and before I could say anything, out of nowhere, Nathan peeked from behind.
Don't worry about it. I heard something else that's going to blow your mind.
He told me that Harrison and this girl, Natalie, have been secretly meeting up after school.
And just today, she got a new iPhone.
Okay, what's the big deal? Nathan said Natalie was on a scholarship, and there was no way she could afford the latest iPhone. That leech!
This would be a huge scoop if we can prove that she's using Harrison
for his money. Oh, she definitely is.
And since you're Harrison's sister, I thought you could get in close and help me expose Natalie.
Deal. The first step was to figure out just what Natalie had been scamming my brother out of. Nathan got Natalie's locker code, so I snuck into the locker room during my free period and took a look inside. Books, gym clothes, stationery. Nothing I could pin on her. On the back of the locker door was a picture of her and Harrison with a big love heart drawn around it. Blech. And then, what really stood out was a folder called Operation Moolah. Bang! Just then, the door slammed shut in my face. It was Natalie. Find anything you like, thief? Funny you say that when you're the one who's been eyeing up my brother's wallet. Oh yeah? And what did I take from him? And then, as I looked at her hand on the locker door, I saw Natalie was wearing a glittering diamond ring. Ah! Get off me! How'd you get this then? Dumpster diving? The crowd started murmuring, and I waited to see Natalie crumble, but she didn't. She looked more confident than ever. Harrison did give it to me as a promise ring. He gave this to me because he wants to go steady from now on. And before I could react, a couple of girls squealed, running out of the crowd to cheer for Natalie. I went back to Nathan to tell him what happened.
Not gonna lie, this is still great stuff for me.
Not helping, Nathan. I need a new way to expose Natalie. Just then, he pulled out a drawer filled with cables, microphones, and cameras. How do you have all these?
My friends lent it to me in exchange for information.
So this was how he got his info for the gossip column. Over the next week, we tried to follow Natalie wherever possible, but she wouldn't let us get close at all. Until one day, we saw her and her friends go to a primary school's playground. We brought a long-distance microphone with us. He helped me with setting it up. Huh, I can really hear them. Wow, what's that? I threw the headphones off before my eardrums burst. Some snotty kid was yelling right into the microphone. Go away from here. It's not cotton candy. I immediately realized my mistake. The kid kid started bawling his eyes out. Natalie and her friends whipped around at the voice and they started walking towards us. Oh God, what should I do? They kept walking closer to us, so I pulled Nathan close and kissed him. I can't have her thinking I'm following her, can I? Ugh, get a room. I pulled away from Nathan, startled. Just then, Natalie and her friends turned around and walked away.
Wow, that was great.
Not another word. I was bewildered as I was still with Justin. So when I got home, I texted and called Justin, but he didn't respond.